to the Lipoedema Podcast. We're your hosts, Shell
and Tiana, and today is another little episode snack with Shelly and I.
And we are excited because this is episode 100.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
100 episodes. That's many.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And I'm pretty sure in our first season we did some bonus episodes too that weren't counted.
Oh, yes. So there might
we did those little bonuses.
103 or something like that. It's because we were doing little catch-ups on your surgery journey and we did some other little bits.
But this is officially, I suppose, episode 100.
Episode 100. So what we wanted to chat about today was just some changes that we are going to make.
And some additions.
So moving forward and what we've already got in place. And, yeah, just taking the podcast to the next level to serve you all better.
Yeah.
Like not just a voice, but also, start giving some more to the community.
Yeah, we are so passionate about the Lipoedema community. And, you know, especially when I'm in spaces like at the Lipoedema conference and in our catch-ups and everything, there is such like a drive to do more. And I guess because this podcast is so therapeutic to us, sometimes it feels like we're not giving because we receive so much from doing this. And so I kind of forget that we are still giving in this space, but sometimes it's like, oh, I just want to do more.
Yeah. It's like the snowball effect, the ripple effect. It's like you start with a little bit and then we grow and grow and grow and we just, because this is second nature to us now. Like the podcast is just part of our identity now.
It's very true.
Yeah. So it's time to do the next thing.
Well, you know, some things have been happening in the background that we haven't really spoken about on the podcast, like the Lipoedema Podcast website.
Yes. Yeah, we do. We have the website and we haven't really told you about it before. So on our website, we have a blog. So I put up a blog post after every episode goes live. We also have a blog post for those who would prefer to read what happened. It's not the actual transcript. It's a post. It's a blog about all of the facts that happened within that episode. And then we also have surgeons that we've had on the episodes and what episode and a link for the episode. So you can go straight to theirs. There's also a link directly to the podcast. It pops through on there. And then we have our resources. So within our resources, we have some printables that we've made. Like we've got a tracker in there and we've got a symptom checker, I think, in there as well.
Yes, and it's graded. So your symptoms can be graded, which is quite useful. Something to ponder, maybe if you're either newly diagnosed or someone who doesn't yet have a diagnosis and maybe you suspect that somebody might have. And I don't know if you'd want to share that resource with them to think about what they feel in their body, and that maybe might help them take that to someone who could diagnose them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's really important to always come back to this, the individuality of it, because too many times we think we're supposed to feel this way or look this way and we're supposed to treat it this way. And that's not the case because we are so diverse and so individual. So with that tracker, you can actually see like, oh, well, I don't have a lot of pain, but yes, I do have an ankle cup, and vice versa. Yeah. So you can actually see that the severity or what's another word for severity, or just how much you feel each of those symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder, because, you know, I certainly feel or don't feel my symptoms differently throughout different periods of my life, especially during my cycle, like when I'm getting closer to my menstrual cycle, to like that point where I bleed. Leading up to that, I feel my pain a bit more and I feel weakness a little bit more and the fatigue a bit more, like all of that stuff. And it's not necessarily my lipedema. It can be PMS as well, but it makes the tolerance to the symptoms of my lipedema pretty different. And so that tracker, I mean, if you download it, you have access to it and you could print it numerous times or go through it numerous times and see if there's any patterns that might just help you. I know that it's helpful to me to know where I am in my menstrual cycle so that I can understand if I'm not tolerating things very well, to be like, well, that's expected at this time of my cycle. And sometimes if I feel a bit more pain or my tolerance is down in different areas, I get quite confused and I get quite worried that something's wrong. Whereas if it sort of fits within the pattern of my existence, then okay, that's fine. I can deal with that now.
Yeah. And that comes back to that, like, owning your own data, doesn't it? We spoke about that a few times within episodes, that it's your data. You should keep track of it and know how your body's reacting to certain things.
Absolutely. And it also helps you identify what strategies you need at what time. So if you know that you get particularly, like, you swell more at a certain point of your life, or if you're going to an event and you know that going to that event might exacerbate some things afterwards, you could actually book your MLD, or you could schedule in some extra time for your conservative management around those things, so you can still live your life, but you understand yourself a little bit better and you can manage those ups and downs.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, I just thought about that then.
Good one.
Oh, no. The other one that I love, the other resource that you have that I love, not the symptoms tracker, but the conservative management tracker, that is brilliant, because you and I say so often on our episodes that consistency is key when it comes to conservative management. There is not one tool, not one thing that you can do once and you get a long-lasting benefit from it. It's the things that you do every day or consistently that make the biggest difference. And so when you have something like that tracker, it motivates you. I mean, at work, I love a cross off the list or a tick off the list. It's just that really nice feeling when you can physically do something to indicate that you've succeeded or cross something off your list.
Yeah. And I think if a list is too long, we just get overwhelmed and we don't even look at it. 100%. So it was more because there's not only one way to look after to do conservative management. No. Like, there's not only just compression. You could go for a walk in the pool. You could wear compression. You could do self-massage. You could even just put some moisturizer on. Like, so to tick that off, you've got like 10 to 15 things you could possibly do. It doesn't have to be the same thing every day. And I think that's something that I always got caught up on. That, I need to go on the vibration plate. I need to wear compression. I need to wear the compression pump. I need to walk in water. I need to do my self-massage. I need to dry brush. Holy moly, that's a lot in one day.
A lot, yeah. It's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And once you've done it, there's no like a dopamine from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this tracker kind of provides a little bit of that dopamine.
A little dopamine hit.
Yeah, it's a monthly, it's for 30 days or 31 days.
31.
Yeah. So then you can track, like, each month you can have it and you can tick it off and get that little bit of dopamine and feel like you're doing a great thing with your conservative management.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah. And I found a pattern within that as well, because on weekends I don't do much at all.
Interesting. Yeah.
Whereas during the week I'm in a bit of a routine, and I eat enough fruit and veggies and I eat enough protein and I go to the gym and, I do all the things, but comes to the weekend Shell does nothing.
But would you say that on the weekends you're moving more? Like, you're out and about a bit more?
I guess so, yeah.
So it's a little bit different?
It's different. So maybe it's more of a social thing.
Your body is moving. It's just in a different way. So on weekdays I'm in work and usually sitting down or not doing a lot of walking and moving. But on weekends, we're sort of out and about. Yeah. The movement is there, but that makes a different aspect of conservative management.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because, I wore my my Garmin the other day because I went to the doctor and he said, well, you're not working at the moment, so you're not moving as much. And I'm like, oh, true. So I used my watch because I'm a teacher. I'm on my feet all the time. Yeah. So I used my watch and I was still getting 5,000 to 6,000 steps because I'm constantly up and down getting things for Dave and doing this and going there. And so I'm like, no, put the watch away.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. I was recently thinking about that because I've worn a Garmin, a lot of my adult life, tracking everything all the time, and I'm a little bit obsessed with the data. But I'm sort of thinking now, to what end, because I don't change my behavior. Because, it's not that if I haven't reached 10,000 steps, I'll pace around the house to reach it. Or, I exercise in the morning when I wake up to get ready, before I get ready for work. And then I do my conservative management at night before I go to bed. And then, there's no room for adding or changing things in my current circumstance. Yeah. So why am I tracking this data and getting stressed about it? I don't know. So the habit tracker would be much better because it's the things that I can do instead of obsessing over my sleep data, or if I've been on my feet, or I can't stand this with my Garmin, but I'm like on my feet, I've just got Nova's bottle, I've been rocking her, and then I go to do the laundry, and then I go to do the dishes, and then my watch buzzes and says, time to move. And I'm like, I've been moving all bloody morning. Just because I haven't done a workout doesn't mean I'm not moving. Anyway, I should probably just take it off.
Or disable the steps count.
I know, it's really hard, but I'm a bit obsessed with the data.
And maybe not aim for 10,000 steps, maybe just 5.
Well, yeah, so my
as long as
daily
you get over
aim
5.
is about 8,500 steps.
Yeah, so, and then don't obsess over it.
No.
Just, you know what? You've moved enough.
I've moved enough, yeah.
You've done enough today.
Yeah, but I would like that, I reckon if I had the habit tracker printed out, I would, I'd nail it, because most of the time it's just part of my routine at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I can go to sleep unless I've done the pump. Like, sleep equals pump first. You know what I mean?
It's part of the routine.
It's part of the routine. Although this week I went out on Thursday night. Yeah, shock horror. Yeah, never happens. I went out on Thursday night to see my friend in a musical, which was incredible. But when I got home, it was too late and Matt was asleep and I couldn't do my conservative management before bed. And I must say, conservative management works, because the next day I was suffering. I really was suffering just from missing that. I really missed the whole day because I don't think I got up and did exercise in the morning, the next morning I didn't get and do exercise. So that 24-hour period where I didn't do my normal stuff, I tell you what, that normal stuff works.
Yeah.
And the consistency of it works. So, so if you wanted something to help you keep accountable, if you're new and starting a conservative management strategy and you wanted some consistency, that's a really good tool.
Yeah.
And then, as we said, if you wanted to take your symptoms checker to a GP or to someone to get diagnosed, then that's also a good tool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's in our resources section.
Yes, and another thing within there is some affiliate links and some of the companies that we work with, things that we buy.
Yes.
And if they've offered us a link for discounts or whatever they've offered us, it could be guests we've had on. Some of them are guests that we've had on who have offered links, and just things that we like.
Some of them are guests that we've had on that aren't like discount links. They're just offers. They're just access to their products, because, we support the guests that come on to talk about what they do for the lipedema community. So we wanted to add some of their links. So there are a myriad of things on there that we're not necessarily benefiting from. There is only 2 or 3 where we may incur some kind of remuneration, more remuneration,
or
for
a
an
discount off our purchase.
Yes, a discount of our purchase, but there's not very many. And look, to be honest, we hope to grow that, honestly. We're trying to find ways to help the Lipoedema podcast become more sustainable. We put in quite a lot of hours to make this, and it's funny, we put in all of these hours and you see that it's quite unfiltered. So the production value of the Lipoedema podcast is not like schmicko, but we're very proud to be that unfiltered voice for lipedema in Australia. There's only a certain level that we can maintain with the hours that we have to do it, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right. And all the equipment and the platforms, like we have to pay for all the platforms, like even Canva and, the Riverside that we use, like that all costs us money, and the website as well.
Now,
that's expensive too, and that's just things that we knew needed to happen, so we made it happen.
Yeah, the equipment is going to be a difficult one, because we've just run everything off the equipment that we currently have, and so there's a level of quality that we may be missing because we don't have fancy equipment to use. And so we are very grateful that our listeners are not fussy when it comes to the quality of our content, but we would like to get to a point where this becomes a bit more sustainable for us. I can't see us driving around in Bentleys ever, but that's not the purpose.
Quitting our day jobs.
Quitting our day jobs. No, we will still always have our day jobs, but it's more so that we can be remunerated to put into the podcast. So get better equipment, things that make the sound better and clearer, editing software that can be easier. Michelle does all the editing, design software. I mean, we've got Canva, but Shell has the paid Canva, I don't. And so just things that will make our life a bit easier would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we'll do, going forward. So we thought on our 100th episode, we just,
let you know that changes may be coming. We don't really know what that looks like. We're trying to develop a plan, and it'll be iterative.
We have a business plan. We have a business plan, but this is very slow. It'll be, because we have limited time.
Yeah, this is not our full-time job. Yeah. So the changes will be iterative. But if you would like to support us in any way, I believe our website has a buy me a coffee option. And also if you like the products that we like to use and we have shared on our resources page, please use our affiliate links or use the discount codes provided, because that also supports us, and that would be really good. We hope to grow those resources.
And even like with using those links, even if it doesn't benefit us in any way, but it benefits you, they see the link being used and they know that we're making an impact.
Exactly.
That our audience is listening and that we're driving people to them. And that might mean down the track that they might help sponsor some episodes or do something like that for us.
Yeah, that's right. We've also been trying to work out the best way for advertising. We don't want to advertise with Spotify, as in have Spotify choose what ads to put in our podcast, but that would be the only way to make money from Spotify. And so we're trying to find that balance for where, we respect the Lipoedema community. We don't want to shove products in their face. There is a certain quality of brands that Shell and I like to have in our homes, like mostly low tox and like paraben free and all of that stuff. So there may be brands that we might connect with that sort of meet the criteria for a low tox healthy life. And it could be skincare and makeup, cosmetics and hair care. It could be cleaning products. But the reality is, if we do choose to go down the advertising route, it's so that we can provide better content for you.
Yeah.
And we don't know what that looks like yet.
Yeah. I know what I don't want it to look like. And I don't want it to be you're listening away and then, hey, have you seen this product? And then now back to Shell and Tiana. I don't like that.
Me neither.
I don't like that. And I really will be working other ways that we can have that.
Yeah, we have to find some middle ground.
A nice balance that's tasteful, respectful, and still is authentic to who we are.
Yeah. Well, it will have to be our voices. So yes, lots happening at the Lipoedema podcast, and we don't quite have all the answers yet. But if you can have a look at our website, www.thelipoedemapodcast.com.au.
That's it.
Very simple. Please just check out our resources page. There's 3 separate pages. There's the resources, the symptoms checker, the management tracker, and there's also the resources page where you can any of our affiliate links or some of our guest products. And then there's the surgeons page where you can access the specific episodes that we have had with those surgeons. And as we get more surgeons talk to us, then we'll add those on too.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So, but please, we just hope you understand where we're coming from with this new way, whatever that looks like forward. We want to find that middle ground where we can keep doing this because we believe in it, but that it doesn't take up all of our resources outside of our work and lives and family, that we can find some sort of sustainability.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby.
It's been an expensive hobby, yes, but a valuable one, we think, and we'd like to continue.
And just saying, I think by the time you're listening to this, we're at 30,000 listens. That is crazy, being 100 episodes, 2 years and a month.
Wow. And it's all like you guys are listening. If you're listening to this right now, it's because of you. You're listening, you're helping us.
Yeah.
Just by listening.
We're here for you.
Yeah.
You're the ones giving us the determination and the motivation and to keep going and to keep doing this.
What we hope we will have on our platform soon is the ability for you to book a recording session with us, hopefully, or get in contact with us to be on our podcast, because we do all of our scheduling manually and it's quite labor intensive to try and slot people in and change people around and try and get people. So we hope to make that process easier so then we have more time to do more valuable things.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to do stuff like that. That all takes time.
That takes time. We've got to learn how to do it too.
Literally.
Because we also would love to do like some live streaming and like have you pop on and we can all have a chat and you can ask professionals questions. That's where we want to head as well. But we got to learn how to do it.
Yeah. But we've got to also have the resources to do it. And most of those resources are resources that require a subscription fee annually or monthly or whatever. Yeah. We got to work that out. But yeah.
So there are lots of things going on in the background and we'll slowly bring little things as they are ready.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We should advertise our meetups too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If you don't know, and if you do live in Brisbane or the Gold Coast, Shelley has organised meetups and it's once a month and we alternate between the Gold Coast and what's the place that we go to at the
Vintage Boutique
Cafe? Vintage Boutique Cafe at the Gold Coast.
In Warongari.
Where?
Warongari.
In Warongari. And then also...
I always go to say Warrangari.
Yeah, Warrangari.
Warrangari.
I mean, I could say that much better than Warrangari. And we then alternate with St Coco at Daisy Hill, which is on the south side of Brisbane. And in fact, we did that this morning and that was so lovely.
It was. It was great.
So please join us for our meetups. Lipoedema Australia has a meetup page where... everybody's meetups are, including those ones. So if you don't live in Brisbane but you want to know about meetups, go to the Lipoedema Australia resources page because they have where all the meetups are.
They sure do.
Yeah. Until we get it on our website for our meetups.
And it also comes out on their newsletter, so sign up for their newsletter.
Oh, it's a great idea. Yeah,
we don't have a newsletter yet.
No, but we do have a blog for each episode. So if you prefer to read about your information, then yeah.
Anyway, check out the blog.
Cool. Well, I feel like we need to sign off. Go check out our website, www.thelipedemapodcast.com.au.
Thank you.
Bye.
The Lipoedema Podcast 2025 is powered by Elegance Lymphatic Care. Lipoedema and its symptoms vary from individual to individual. The opinions and advice voiced in this podcast are of a personal nature and used for educational purposes.
Please take away from this podcast what resonates with you, and please see your GP or preferred specialist for diagnosis and healthcare. We are Shelley and Tiana from the Lipoedema Podcast. Until our next episode, bye for now.